Okay. And as we were having fun this morning, there is a spring theme, hard to say fast, emote of those reactions. So if you make sure to enable it, that's up at the top. And this is only, unfortunately, only for those that are on like a desktop or a laptop. So if you're on a phone or using the mobile app, unfortunately, you don't get to join in on the phone. At least at last I heard. Yeah, and so and if you click on the bunny or the egg, then something special happens on your screen. It doesn't happen on everybody else's screen, but just on your screen. So
Really? It didn't happen on mine.
well, I wondered. Well, that's why I was wondering because it's like if you
Yeah,
it
when
does,
it just the same.
and you
Oh
don't
wait,
you
yes it does. I
okay,
see it.
okay.
Okay.
So you do have the bunny and the eggs then in the emojis.
Yes, now let me.
Okay, yeah, because then
Yes. See, I was doing it all along and I didn't know.
I thought so. I thought so. All right, so today we're gonna have some extra fun. Oh, so surely, yeah, you should be able to, like, if you move your mouse on the or, on the screen where it has the video, options, the 3 little, right by where those reactions are, they look like little ovals, and if you click the 3 dots next to the view audio options, you should be able to reselect, things there. Should be able to. And hopefully now, oh, you know what? Does that mean can you hear us? Oh, have no mic. Okay. Mic doesn't matter, so you can hopefully hear us. So that is good. And so I want to welcome everyone. And if you are new, feel free to say hi and where you're from in the chat. And if you're new to Zentangle, would love to know that, or just new to us, would love to know that. And and let's see. And so normal welcome. And if you don't mind, I can turn off your webcam for you since I'm right there. And we do that just for those that are new, so that way it's a little easier for those on the small screens to see because you can only see like 4 things at a time. And let's see what else. I keep forgetting to mention, which do our best to use the chat so it's less chaotic and easier to hear as we're giving input or whatever. Um, So we'll try to use the chat feature for that as well. And today is super exciting because we are premiering. We're rolling out. We need to have a virtual red carpet. That's what we need to do. So we're premiering another Tangle from our community. Alyssa has come up with this wonderful Tangle called upNtuck, and I'm gonna while I'm talking, let me put those in. Yeah, I've got too much stuff on my desk. Okay, so there's one. We had a lot of fun with it, and then also we added in. This is called heart gram. I kept wanting to say something else and type something else, and it's like no. And so we added that in. If you want to add in a little extra St. Patrick's Day flair, you can. Or you don't have to. That was just kind of a side thing. Okay, so there is my step out for it. Up and tuck. And actually, you know what? I realized, but we didn't mention it. Like, oh, I get the name, and it's a really cute name. And it probably, if we had said that, it might even help with the tangle. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to share my screen, and we'll talk through it, and then we'll do it. Sharing some of Alyssa's work. All right, let's see if I get this right. Oh, I don't need that part there. Oh, there we go. That helps. Okay. Yay. Oh, sorry, Demi. So if you can, and you can't see our video. Oh, One thing, when we have, because I think it automatically just shuts like video down and everything, and then before it just says the internet connection is too bad, and we have to. It'll the program will restart you or something like that. But it does help to um, huh. It does help. Like if you have other, like I always have other things open on my computer, and it always helps to kind of take down any other tabs or any other programs and kick everyone else that's around you. If you have other people around you on the internet, just kick them off. So, all right. So here is upNtuck. This one starts off with curved lines, as you can see, radiating out from an invisible center. And it doesn't matter how many number of spokes you have. You can have fun with that. Also, the length, they don't have to be even, and you'll see in a little bit how you can have a lot of fun with it. And no, Catherine. Well, yeah. Catherine says, "Oh, looks like Tough Tangle Tuesday is migrated to Thursday." No,
No,
I had
don't be scared off.
yeah, no. I had originally thought, and then as I tried it, I'm like, no, this is good. So, um, and because it is such a forgiving tangle, Alyssa's brilliant with this tangle. So then we're going to add another set of curve lines. As you can see, it's at a different angle than the original. And when we demonstrate it, when we're doing it, I'll kind of, it's easier to show. But what I like to do, so if you see where my pointer is, so coming up above that at whatever distance you want, and going a little bit forward of it to the right of it, and then curve line aiming for about a third of the way down from the spoke that's behind it. And then it's just turn your tile, rinse and repeat, and it makes it easy. And Arita, oh, Jakarta. Oh, I'm gonna have to look and see where I that's in my head. I have to see where that is. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Wow. Well, welcome. And are you new to just us, or are you new to Zentangle too? Let us know. All right. So then after you get that, and this is the tuck part, is my guess, right, Alyssa? So we're gonna take the lines that we just did, and we're gonna kind of tuck them underneath. But we do not have to worry about lining anything up. It doesn't matter. This is not like what we did on Tuesday, where we were, everything. It really helped because it doesn't work as well if it doesn't line up. So we don't even have to worry about that. And so taking each end and making a little curve line into ending at the first line you come to, and then in the center, just little curve lines connecting all of those ends, and that is it, and then it's playtime. So oh, and yeah, and let's say, probably should have done, this step 3. You could do them one at a time or together. That's one of those, completely up to you. Sometimes it makes it easier just to do the one stroke, but then I've had it where some tangles, it's harder where it's not. It's like it just depends. Depends on you, depends on the tangle. And okay, Rita, great. Well, this will be a good one. This will be a good one to start on because there's no such thing as mistakes at the tangle. And like I said, this one is
Right. And mainly because you'll impress yourself and you'll impress all your family and friends.
yes, yes. All right, so here, this is a post that I sent out from my website, and if you're not signed up for on my blog, feel free to. And just go to Tangle Addicts. It's right over here on the right hand side, and you just click on the follow me, or no, put your email address down below. So I sent this out, I think last night, uh, because I wanted to have something so that way we can share Alyssa's gorgeous work. So I swiped all of these from her Instagram account, and I'm going to go back and update this post so that way it has her Instagram account. So I was what do they call that? I was lurking. I was lurking, and I was screenshotting everything, and it turned out rather nice. So as you can see, I'm going to go to this one on the left. I like this one. I tried something a little different too with this little mosaic type of thing, or what is it? I forget what they called it, but anyway. But this one here that I have my cursor on, it's just see how beautiful it is, even just keeping it simple. And and this is a good example of how we can play with it after the original shape is done. So like on this one, she aura'd the 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 shapes that we end up creating, and then put it. I like this fine line in the center, and just did shading, and it's gorgeous. And oh, and then a little rounding of the corners on the inside there, and that makes it look. It gives the 3D impression. Like this is actually, flipping up. It's up and it's tucking around the other side. And then the big one is where this is just all auraing. And for those new to Zentangle, aura is just basically outlining. Oh, Alyssa says that was her attempt at making it shiny. It is shiny. That was really good and um, very very effective. But you can see how much fun you could have if you just want to, aura and color in. Let me scroll down. This one thing you look like you have put some straight lines in over here, which that's neat. Going both uh, long ways and across the pattern. That's neat. And then this one here, this I guess this would be the third gray one. You can see how if you make the strokes a little bit different, and like these come swinging way up and over, so you can have a lot of fun with them, and it's kind of neat having them uneven. So that's why it's like, don't worry, whatever happens, happens, and just go with it, and then you see what comes out. And that's one of the things that in I can't remember which Zentangle book, but it's one of the philosophies is that you focus on the strokes, and then you're surprised at the end with what happened. And so that's really cool that you can be able to do that in here. So you can plan or not plan and be surprised both ways. And then this one here, I'm trying to remember what the tangle was. It looks like this was we only did it a couple days ago um, with the figure eights. Oh, it was a fiddler. Fiddler. We did these figure eights going up, and look at how small that got. That's amazing. And yeah, just really, really neat. So, and then below that we have, so here is Alyssa's step out. And you can see, look at, you can even have just two folks, or actually it looks like it's like just one curved line. It is just really fantastic. And then if she added some extra explanation, so this is all on that second link that I put in there. And her inspiration was the Tangle um, from Zentangle. We did that one some time ago, and okay, yeah. So fiddler, yeah, and the fiddler. So you kind of took it as a, um, well, it's not even really a fragment of because it's just. We'll have to come up with a new term because you took part of that pattern. Um, but yeah, so here this is Fangle. So if you don't know what Fangle is, and you can see kind of how it came to be, and I think that that's really really cool. So all right, then lastly, let me put this in the chat also. So if you want to add this as an extra something for St. Patrick's Day, then you can. This was yesterday's daily tangle, or actually today's daily tangle. Technically, I posted it last night. And this one, it starts with an X, and then from the X, well, actually, well, you could do this either way. You could either go from the X, do the two curved lines, and then come down into an aura, but just don't go all the way. The way I did it was I started here at the center, came up and do the two little curved lines, making what looks like a heart or a four-leaf clover. And oh, you know what? I didn't put this on earlier. This is the Tangle Patterns link, which has the story because it's really really cute. Okay, and then you just do that to all four sides. You kind of do the same thing in the center, same idea, and then having that little end meet this end. It actually kind of looks muka-ish, muka-ish, but not. It looks that way. It's not just not done that way. So anyway, so that's a fun uh, St. Patrick's Day tangle if you want. Let me just show you this really quick. So, well, actually, I don't know what It looks like she did some and then added some extra hearts. But here's the driver's license. So 1958, her grandfather's driver's license, and it pressed in it were these. And she said they had to be 64 years old. These 4-leaf clovers that he had in his driver's license. So that was her inspiration, and I think of it. So, and maybe when I saw this, because this she did with our feeling naughty, which we did on Tuesday, and that got me thinking, oh, we could do this with upNtuck. So why not?
Yeah, I was just noticing all around the edge, and in a lot of hers, she only uses three little petally things. Does the
Yeah,
figure eight thing, and then just adds a little one.
yeah. I was surprised I could actually do that figure eight one. I was like, oh, let's just try. Oh, wow. If you go slow enough, then then it's okay. So
I might try that around the border. I'll have to think and
yeah,
leave some room.
yeah, and I think that all you would do is, I mean, because it's kind of an open heart, so you would just add to it, and that's kind of neat. All right. Oh, Shirley's got her sound back. Oh, okay, Shirley. Having technical challenges and not bringing on the Zen. So I totally understand that. Okay. So you're gonna work on a black one. I think I'm gonna go with a white or no. What? Oh. No, I'm gonna go with a gray. Okay. And and the other one that I said, even though I need to finish touching up, it doesn't look too bad. Even though I have some other things I wanted to do with it, but I did not. So okay, I think I'm gonna go with. Let's go traditional-ish. But I liked your idea of using a little bit thicker pen sometimes. And
You must be away from the microphone because I
oh,
can't hear
I am.
you.
There we go. Yeah. Well, before when I had the laptop, it could just hear me wherever, and this is different. Oh, but you know what? No, I'm having too many thoughts. Okay, I am now thinking I want to do it with white, so that will be fun. Okay, so find wherever you want to start, and you could do multiple smaller ones too. I think I'm gonna do another just large one. So I think anyway.
Move it to
Ooh.
your right, Heather. Nope. Yeah. There. That's good.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Let me put my little.
Oh, it's perfect for me. I don't know about anybody
Okay,
else.
hopefully everybody else can see too. Actually, yes, and now I'm thinking, well, maybe I could do a bunch of little ones. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to do some small ones. Okay, so starting off, just pick a place and go, as I'm telling myself. And what I do is, curve line, and then just separating them. But then when I get past two, then it's kind of like I start to picture, well, where if I had a curve here, if I had a circle, what would it look like? And like I said, it doesn't matter, because in the end, you could when we get to doing those curve lines, you could always fill in and do some decorating on the inside, and so like I said, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect in the middle. Okay, so I think that this part is maybe the most difficult, if there was a difficult part in this one. So what I'm going to do, so this is that number 2. So I'm going to, and it helps to air draw, right? So I'm going to, draw, put a curve line. I'm going to end it here, but I'm going to start it above this point and a little bit to the right of it. And you know what? If you could just do it even, and then make up the difference if you feel like you need to when we get to the next step. It is totally fun. And then it's just turning the tile whichever way is best for you. Because so you could, I'm going, I guess that would be clockwise.
And be aware if you're using a jelly roll, they stay wet.
And don't.
Yeah, don't drag your hand through it.
Yeah, so turn your tile so that way your hand isn't in the wetness.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we go. Okay, and as I'm turning my tile, I'm sliding off. And the only, I'll say, well, this one didn't do too bad. You have to be careful to make sure to leave room. As I was all of a sudden thinking, oh, I should make sure that I left enough room to do this at the top, because if these lines go a little too far, but then there's still a way you'd work it out. Okay, and so once we have that, then, and I think we'll do that. We'll do that again. We'll just do them individually. And okay, if I want my curve line to be comfortable, well, that's just going to be all right. So I'm just going to start here, kind of where I left off, and just a curve line back to the first line you come to. We'll just do those ones first. And this, yeah, so this one, it does have the phi cops look because of that, but it's oh, nope, it is still different because it doesn't do this tucking.
Yeah, it would come from the point of the thing we just made.
Right. Okay, and then that last open end on the top, or the outside, I should say. And we're just curving that down. And like I said, don't worry about where, we're not trying to line it up with anything. It does not matter at all. All right, then the last step, so I was thinking about what if I did these curve lines going up, but that having them go out like this. So here's the first curve line connecting those. This adds to the overall look. I don't think it wouldn't help. So like here, what we end up having is it's almost like this is a hole that this is peeking out of. Actually, if I fill that in and treated it like that, as I only have this one done, that's what it all of a sudden looks like. So I think that helps. I'm not going to do that the other way. It really makes, it just makes it.
Heather, this is Shirley. I am totally lost. I did the first 2 steps, but can you show me again where that little triangle is?
This here? Yep. Absolutely. So, because I was going to do more than one on here, partly for that reason.
So when you do the next one, Heather,
Yeah.
would you consider drawing that little shape in the middle first to have a starting point for the lines going out so that maybe they're more even? Do you get what I mean? Like that little shape that you just completed in the middle. What about starting with that shape?
You could, but then, I mean, there's kind of a nice organicness to it, because I had originally thought too, I was like, oh, well, I could put dots, but
yeah, that's what I tried first.
Yeah, but but I don't know that, because I'm actually thinking that would be a lot harder for me to draw than just connecting them.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
If you draw a circle or something and draw the lines from there, it won't have the same look.
Right.
I disagree, ladies, because I did draw a circle to start.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's fine if it has.
No, it still has the same shape, though. It looks the same.
I think
But I just did that so I had some point of reference, so I would start from the same central location. Otherwise, I was getting messed up.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's one of those things where we all find something that helps us do it, and that's the fun about Zentangling Alyssa's you do you, and that's
That's
exactly
true.
it. Yep.
But I'm going to watch you do it again because I need help too.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple. I think I'll do a couple little ones down here. Hopefully a couple little ones. So we'll see. All right. So okay, let me get those curve lines. Oh, this one's gonna have more than maybe. But like, and what's so nice is that it doesn't. Oh, I can do it right there. Is that it doesn't matter. Oh, I could stick one right here. Yeah, nah. All right. So then, and Shirley, I'm assuming you got this part okay. Doing these.
Yeah, I don't think I changed it because I didn't think I left it high enough. But let me see the next step.
Okay. I did this one
I did it,
a
but I
little
didn't
too
think I
close.
left enough room. And then
All right. Let's see. Oh, in there. Okay. So the
it's hard to
triangle
see
comes.
the white on the gray. It really is.
It's what?
Okay, go ahead.
Is it hard to see?
Well, I can see it now, but it's kind of
Oh, okay.
hard.
But that's okay. I can do this. Whoop.
No, we're fine. I can see it. It's just in
Okay.
focus. Just go slow.
I was actually thinking, I was like, maybe I should do one in the dark. Okay.
Now,
All right. So here's where the triangle happens. The first spoke that we did, right?
yes.
So we're doing the little curve line over from that spoke. So see, that's making the little triangle.
Okay, I guess I didn't leave my spoke high, and I didn't go down far enough.
Oh yeah. So if that
I got
second.
extended. I couldn't see it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if that
okay.
yeah, so the step 2, this curve line, if you come down at least, a third or something, but if you do this curve line, you don't have enough room, then you could always extend the spoke out if you have room. So you can
Okay,
extend that out.
It should be rounded, not really pointed, correct?
Oh, you can, either way.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's one of those.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
okay, I'm sorry. Thank you very
Oh
much.
no, you're good. You're good. But
I have some that are big and some that are small.
yeah, and right, and you could have it be more angular. If you want. Yeah, that part it does not matter, which is what's so nice. Because like some of mine are
Yeah,
are a
see,
little
when you
weeny.
turn it, sometimes the glare you can't see
Oh,
the actual
okay.
drawing until it stops. Yeah, go ahead.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fine when
Okay.
it's still. I don't know if anybody else is having that issue, but
It could be. I'm halfway on a new setup, but
I can see it fine on Sherry's.
okay.
Oh
Okay, good.
no, I don't want you to see mine.
Come on, Sherry, don't lead me astray.
But I'm good at that.
No
Now,
pressure.
what's that next part that you're doing?
So then
I'm doing that little
No, that Heather's doing. She drew the little lines, and then what is
yeah,
she doing?
and then that this one that's remaining. So we
Yeah.
put this one over. We're doing the same thing. So from this step, just another curve line.
Okay. Okay.
And so that makes it look like, this is, going up and tucking underneath.
Makes sense now. Sorry, I'm
Okay, no, that's good. It's good.
I'm going to go on mute. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going, upNtuck, and that's a perfect
There's
name.
probably 4 or 5 other people that are thankful that you asked for that to be done again.
Right. Exactly. All right, and I'm going to try for a third one here because, 3 is the perfect number, according to Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, mommy and a daddy and a kiss. You could tell what that was made in the 80s.
Oh, I think earlier than that.
Yeah, probably 70s.
Yep.
Question for you.
Yeah.
When you store your kneaded eraser, this is for you and your mom, how do you guys store them so that they don't get mucky or dirty or
Mine are musty and dirty because I
Oh,
just throw
okay.
them in a bag.
I
Okay.
put mine in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Oh, in a little Ziploc bag? Okay.
Yep. I was worried that it would like dry out or something,
Well, yeah,
Well,
no,
but I don't know that they do.
the ones that I used when you did that, Heather, was from when I worked at the craft store. So it was from
Oh.
98.
so it was okay.
I made it work, but it was harder than a new one would be.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think putting it in a little Ziploc bag probably would have been a good idea, but I didn't.
Okay, thanks, ladies. You got me
Super.
all excited about embossing, and I happened to find my little embossing tool, and now I can't find it anywhere. But I did get out all my spray paints, and I made all kinds of pretty colored background cards.
Oh, there you
So
go.
thank you for all your inspiration.
That was fun. I guess I had been wanting to try that, and I hadn't yet. This is just a brilliant tangle. And I had half thought to we could have talked about that this morning, but we'll have to add that to one of the another session or something. All right. Yeah, and so what's nice is in these centers, if you end up not liking what it looks like, there's no reason why you couldn't fill it all the way in and make it whatever you want. Because we had a couple people that actually started with it with an orb and made it into a gem, and and stuff like that. So, whoops, I'm off there. But lots of fun. So then, ooh, I know what I should do. I should get out my grays. And I don't know if I want to use jelly rolls or I think I shall probably use Micron. Yeah, and that is, oh, and Laura says she keeps her kneaded eraser in an old 35mm film canister. Those are amazingly water. They're watertight. I use them. For those that don't know, I'm a musician, so I keep my reed water in it. So, and I have a little thing that. Oops, who do we have? Oh, Storm, your mic is still on.
My what, boy?
Your mic is still on.
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you something, but go ahead.
But yeah, so and I keep it in the film canister. Keep it in my case. Doesn't leak. They're amazing. Oh, okay, Shirley, good. And I think sometimes, yeah, it's like, oh, it looks. This is one of those that looks way more difficult than it is, and so you two can impress all of your friends and say, oh, look at what I did. Well, I'm having all of these thoughts that I'm not sure where I want to go, and that's my hardest part with a lot of this. Is just that. What to do next, and
Well,
then we watch Mom.
especially if this is your second time doing it and you saw what everybody else did this morning. So
I
all of a
know.
sudden your mind goes in, whoa, different
Yeah.
directions. I'm sort of doing the same thing, but different. Does that make sense? No.
I like that. Same thing, but different. No, I'm just thinking, well, let's see if I'm gonna aura both sides, I do believe. And for those that are new, and was it Rita that was new? So when we're auraing, and I hope, Rita, and anyone else that's new, and if you didn't, let us know in the chat because I try to explain the lingo as we go, and so hopefully it has all made sense. So I'm going to aura this, and that's just outlining. So I'm going to follow the contour. You kind of pick a distance to do that outline, and then the game is to see if you can stick with it. Sometimes, yes, and sometimes no. Although when I'm doing the tuck part, I probably could just go a little thinner, more narrow, but I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna just keep it consistent. But that would also kind of lend itself to the tuck part if it was a little narrower. And see, as that one got. Oh. I'm so glad that there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle.
This one, I mean, actually, it's very forgiving.
Yeah.
Because you could just color the whole thing in.
Oh yeah, I love that flux. Nice. Great idea. Okay. Yeah, and so so Rita, so the rest is decorating it. So as you can see, so Mom, this is a tangle called flux, and it's just like a teardrop shape. So she divided all of hers in half, and then you can do things, and that's why I put the links of what else we can do with it. So you can add something like that, which, like I said, is kind of a, I don't know what you would call it. I mean, we call it flux because it's a tangle, but it's, what would you say, like a teardrop shape?
Yeah, like stacked teardrops.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Or you can.
We're not doing this again, but just thinking, and Diane, she did Elegant on the outside of hers.
Right.
Which gives me another idea. Sometimes we get too many ideas.
And yes. We do. And
you could just fill it with orbs too.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I see. Oh, I made that too. If you Shirley, if you want to, you could, because sometimes it's fun to well, it depends on I suppose what one thinks fun is. And Alyssa, Mom says, or Mom Alyssa says you should put some Knightsbridge in there.
No.
But if you want to, I mean, something neat you could put in these orb sections is little orbs.
Or the dots. What do you call that? Perfing?
Oh, perfing. Yeah.
That would look neat too.
It would.
That would be easier than orbs.
Right, because they're filled in orbs. And or you could do little straight lines coming down. That could look neat too.
Sheree?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is my hand in the way?
Yeah, it's me. I made an echo, so I wanted to fix it. But I want your address so I can send you a box full of tiles that all have Knightsbridge for you to color.
I live in a very rural area. We only have let's see, what can I?
You only get mail once a year.
Yeah,
right. Hey, if you're
when the stagecoach comes by and the express runs.
My boyfriend lives in a Podunk town, and his is a Van Zant rural route, blah blah blah. That's all they have. So when you get that, you can tell me that you live in rural.
Well, I used to live on Rural Route 1, Box 288A when I was a kid.
That's like theirs, but this Van Zant naming thing they have is really bizarre. Some dude decided that all the roads were VZ named after him, VZ number whatever, and they just kept with that. But I'm going to get your address and I'm going to send them to you. For
For those who
Christmas, I'm
don't
going to start
know,
working on them now.
yeah, for those who don't know, I hate night bridge.
Because it's a lot of filling in.
Yes, because it's a lot of filling in. I avoid it at almost all costs. I am never going to mention another one that I hate.
Come on, tell us, what is it?
It's it's different than a nemesis list. It's just like, yeah, there's some that just aren't enjoyable for different different people like different tangles. So when I do a like the grid based, there are those that just don't like the grid based ones, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, this is really weird because I like doing that elegant or elegant, however you want to pronounce it.
Oh, no.
But I don't like doing muka.
Oh,
you don't like doing muka? Me neither.
I
have to practice it.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it, and
No, I don't either. That's so funny.
so I don't do it. That's the
I
one
don't
nice
enjoy
thing.
it because I always think it's wrong. But you know what? I'm getting over that now.
I don't. They just don't look like I want them to look, so I just don't do it.
Mine look like I want them to look, but I keep hearing Maria's voice in my ear because I remember when I did it in class and she came over and corrected something. And I was like, what happened to the philosophy of there's no mistakes? I mean, she really did. And I'm like, So that's stained muka for me for like my whole life. I keep trying to draw it though and get past it. So, this night bridge exercise I'm going to give you, Cherie, you'll get past it.
Well, let's see. I think. Oh wait, is this? Oh, here, light gray. Let's start with light gray here. Oh, that will look nice. It will look nice. It does look nice. Huh. Yeah.
So what's the tangle that you guys do that's like brainless for you? That you just can do?
Oh, like
Like you can just do it. You don't have to look up step outs for it. And you enjoy doing it.
My mac and cheese go to is Flourish or Droop.
Oh really? Huh.
2 favorites.
What about you, Cherie?
I do a lot of flux, and elegant is the other one that I do a lot of now.
I don't remember what elegant looks like. I have to look it up.
Well, I'm doing it right now.
She's doing it right now.
Oh, okay. I can just look at the. Oh, okay.
I'm just making it fit in this space here.
That looks a lot like muka to me.
I know, but it's enough different that
How is it different?
Well, muka goes in 2 different directions. Although you can make it go in different directions.
Yeah, you can go in 2 different directions. That's like the Rick versus Maria thing.
This,
It's like that one's like a half muka.
Yeah. A half muka, that's right. One side of the muka.
Like where muka, goes like this, and then like this.
Yeah, yep.
And then like that. The elegant goes. Wait, can't make my pen right.
Yeah, just one half. I like it better too.
Yeah. But then after you do that, then you go this way.
Oh.
Weren't you on the time we did that?
I don't know if she was.
I'm sure I was, and it was probably when I hated muka, So I don't know.
This is too much like it.
Yep, exactly. No, I don't think I was on that one actually. I'm busy embossing right now.
And so Shirley's asking, has a lot of space for inside, and so Shirley, what I'm doing, I'm dividing mine kind of like what Mom did, and I think I'm going to maybe put some print tomps. For those of you, it's basically just a spiral, and I think I might fill like the one side with that. This is where, oh yeah, and I say, oh yeah, the heart gramps, if you can, if you can fit that one in. That's what I had started off with that one earlier on the earlier one, and put it in each section because this was of course a ginormous one, and then decided to, like I said, fill in, and now I'm re-going over stuff because I need to. It will turn out fine though, as I know. Actually, I might thicken that outline, and maybe fill in the center heart as my course corrections. And let's see. If I'm doing well, you know what? I'm doing this, so I think I'll do, and hopefully you can. Oh yeah, you can sort of see. Oh, let me do this in this little one. Actually, I think it's called snail, but I don't think they connect. It's just print humps that butts up against each other, something like that.
Yes, that's the one that Alyssa did in one
Okay.
of hers. But it's hers had a tail that went up
Right.
something.
Did you see the snail I sent across the screen for you?
Yeah.
We're hearing a lot of background.
Oh yeah, I'm getting some background noise there. And I know it's not me. But yeah, they say, if you have it, if you kept it a bigger space, yeah, then you can have a lot more fun. Or, like I still like the one, Alyssa, that you did that was just shading and and putting the light on the inside, so that way it it made it look shiny. But yes, you could really, yeah, on the serious note, could fill it with something like Knightsbridge.
Sure, you could.
And I say, and for those that are, so Knightsbridge is, I don't have a sample right here.
It's like a checkerboard.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, a checkerboard doesn't have to be straight. It can be as wonky as you might want it, and then you fill in every other square just like you would a checkerboard. And I say I don't mind that, but then I also like to do things that are tedious. So that's the name of my
Heather,
game.
what did you use to do that nice shading that you did inside the white there? Is
What
it green?
I used green. I was trying to see if I had a little.
What was it, like green chalk pencil,
I
the generals?
I used the sap green for this one. I wanted to see what a lighter green would look like.
That looks pretty. It looks really nice
Yeah,
from on camera or on the
thanks.
I'm sorry, on the screen.
Yeah, because in the set that I have, it only came with two greens, grass green and sap green. Though I have another one in a different brand, but yeah, and then I started putting little lines, and I think I like those. Oh, and actually, if I'm going to do this right, I should do this, continue this over here, but I need to get a. Okay. Pardon the noise. Need to sharpen just a little bit. Oops. Let's see. And we'll continue on that side. So that way it looks continuous. I did that earlier where when I was filling in, I'm like, oh, but you have to continue in that, the part that's tucking. And even if it's, real small or something, we have to have that. So that way, because it would continue. Wow. And this Tortillion, I used it. Oh gosh, look at that! I used it for something darker, and I'm like, well, I need to. Hopefully, that whatever was darker that's on there will last through everything that I'm using it with, because it looks kind of nice. I think it was a darker green. That one. That got really dark. But it's okay. And then, actually, I think I'll come down this side too. So I like to do things in stages just to see. It's like, well, I know I wanted to do that, so that's what I did there. And if you that I'm using the chalk pencil like I would use graphite. So if you wanted to try something like this, you could do this on whatever color. Whatever color paper you're using. Couldn't think of the words. Gee whiz. And just using regular graphite. That's why I like the chalk pencils, because you just treat them just like graphite, and then I don't have to learn anything new.
This thought just arose to me.
Yeah.
How do you compare like the white charcoal pencil to the white chalk pencil? Do they work? Do they seem sort of like the same?
They seemed the same, but it did. The chalk pencil in the set seemed to be a little softer than the separate white charcoal that General makes.
Okay.
And Catherine's asking, what did you use for the coloring on your Zendella? Oh, that was on the screen when it started. So what did you use on the previous?
Where did I
the Zendalla was marbled with, was it
Yes.
greens and yellows or something?
Yes.
And I like that.
Lost it. Oh, it's on the floor. Who threw it down there?
You shouldn't treat your tangles that way.
Actually, I used several. It was a Renaissance tile that I had marbleized. So there's different shades of blue and kind of green on it. And I used a glitter jelly roll, a white jelly roll, and a little graphite. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was all I used, because I remember I started out trying to do something, and then I covered it up because it wasn't showing.
Right. This is
the solid green is
that was the course correction.
The glitter jelly roll.
Love your Cherie. That one looks very, very St. Patrick's like.
Well, that's what I was hoping for.
Well, and also to note, so I think it's interesting. So that Mom will use the back of the Tortillion.
Yeah.
And for some shading, and does it?
It works the same, only in certain instances, and I only do it because I'm too lazy to go find or keep a clean one for the white.
Oh, that's why. I was wondering too, like why? But it looks cool. It looks very like.
Yeah, I've got 3 Tortillions in here, but they're all, I've used them for the graphite, so I just use the back end part for white. Or
it looks like a cloud around it though, or mist. It's very
that's
cool.
what I was hoping for.
Well, you got it.
Okay. And some people this morning, theirs looked like they glowed with like.
Oh my God.
I know, they were amazing, some of them this morning. I don't know how they did it, but it looked like they had light.
Yes, that did. This one is actually kind of unwrapping, so I'm trying to avoid that area.
You have to turn it, I guess.
Yeah, I just use some Scotch tape and tape mine up, but then it makes it. But if you do it, yeah, don't do it right at the end though.
And then I couldn't do it. What I'm doing.
Wait, why did you say don't do it right at the end? Oh, so that you could use the end?
I couldn't use it like a Tortillion.
Oh, okay.
Right.
On camera, Cherie, it looks like you have dry ice around the back of that. That's how cool that came out.
Okay. Very good. That's the look I was going for.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Like floating on a cloud of just beautiful clouds. I love that. And there's this morning's. Oh, you got to move this morning's over a little more, Cherie.
And
There we go.
time flies so fast. Oh my gosh. Well, and then when I take 20 minutes, I'm just kidding. It was maybe 10 to talk about stuff. But we just can't help it because it's so gorgeous, such a fun tangle, and I'm going to have fun finishing these.
Oh, lovely.
They turned out so neat. So I want to see what everybody did. So does everybody else.
I'll have to send you mine later.
Okay, so yes, if everyone wants to open up your webcam, and I'll give notice before I take the screenshot, so that way.
Oh my
ah,
God. Wow. Wow. The real time. Oh my God.
Tom's.
Oh.
I was afraid to try that open one like that.
Incredible.
Wow. Oh, and look at Rosemary's. Oh, I just love those orbs and those colors.
Oh,
That is so much fun.
beautiful.
Can we do this one again next week?
Look at Alyssa's. That is very cool. They're all very cool. Oh my gosh. And Virginia, nice. And Jessica, fantastic. All right, so people still popping on. So
she filled hers in with all kinds of patterns.
Oh,
well, that pattern, but oh, how cute.
Yeah.
And Jessica went wild.
Yeah.
I like those open ones, but I was afraid to try it. And it looks too much like mocha. So
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is it. So hold them steady. I'm gonna
Shirley, get yours
again.
That's good.
All right. Oops. Hold on. A second. There I go. All right, now let me paste it.
I love Deb's with the little flux that looks like little flowers and the little wild, what do you call them? Fescues?
Yeah. Okay, so let me share my screen. And then we can all enjoy everybody's.
They're all amazing.
Hi, Rita. Oh, let's see what you did. I didn't get yours. But you know what? Hold on. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me save this, and that way I can grab it really quick. Nice job.
You did a good job. That's really good.
Hold on.
It's kind of, wait, maybe it's just my eyes. It is my eyes. It's a little blurry, but I like what you did on the edge.
Okay. Hold it there 1 second, Rita. Okay, I've captured it, and so and I'll add it afterwards to the screenshot. And this was and you said that you were new, right, to Zentangle? Yay! Mission accomplished. Hopefully, we've turned you also into a tangle. Oh my gosh! All right, I was going to share my screen instead of me just looking at it, going, "Oh my gosh, these are all so amazing." Actually, getting used to being able to share on two different things here. That now. Oh, sure. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing apparently. All right, hopefully you can see everybody's. Is it showing?
It's showing a bunch of them.
Okay, good. All right.
I don't know
it
if
didn't
that
give
was
me the little. That's all that was on the screen except for Rita's, which I'll add hers in later. Oh, say Jessica's is a little bit blurry. Gosh darn it. Maybe on the second. Oh, because when I snapped that last one, I think I got that as well. But I like how Jessica. It's, and I forgot to mention at the beginning, we all work however we want to work, and I like how Jessica's doing a step out, and that way you have it kind of recorded and with how you want to do it. But these are amazing. Wow. And I just and Jen, I like the one on the yellow. That is super cool.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. That looks like a pinwheel.
Yeah.
And it's probably the colors that make me think that.
There, I got most everybody's on then. Yeah, and actually this did make me think of a pinwheel, and until you said that, I thought about it, then I forgot. These are amazing, and I like, gosh, besides
Is
the
Deb,
fact that Tom was able to do that, the blending in of the colors is really
yeah,
neat too.
on Deb's, is that what's that pattern on the one, not
Let
the
that
flux
stir it
one?
up.
Is that what that is? Where it's just
Yeah,
you just scribble all over
yeah,
it?
yeah. Have a bunch of
It's
caffeine and
it's very effective.
yeah. It, wa- it that one is so funny because when I decided to do the video on it, I the quickie is like as I kept looking at it in the Zenthology, and I'm like, I need it to make sense. and I and there was a video, and I think I put the link on the quickie video of I think it was Molly doing it, and I'm like, yes, I need to have just some explanation, and that
Yeah.
because
Well, I was looking at her Deb's and I was trying to figure out how'd she do that, but you just alternate what she did inside. She alternated
yeah.
every other one, so you just have to be sure and have 8 or an even number, or
Right,
else
right,
you're in trouble.
yeah. But these, yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Wow, wow. Yeah, just amazing. And yeah, and then and it's like, I guess yeah, I like that with just the aura ink, kind of like Tom did in the other in that the whole series that Alyssa had on, um, on her Instagram. Really, really neat. Oh, and I see Jessie did that here on her thing. It's just, yes, unfortunately, just a little bit
Yeah,
blurry, but how cool! And Shirley, I love those print tops. How neat
yeah,
are those?
yeah.
And
That
if
really
you,
looks pretty.
yeah, and then filling in the you could also get away with not filling in the background if you didn't want to.
Yeah,
I
this
don't know.
is one you can make it as simple or as fancy as you want.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was so much fun. All right, we'll say bye to the recording and everything.